Yo, what's up guys? I just got done watching the Bulls beat the Hornets. In today's video, I'm going to be recapping that game, talking about some news from that game, also giving some injury updates, and talking about a Bulls insider talking about a Billy Donovan extension with the Chicago Bulls. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics and news, and obviously last night's win. Also, check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about a bunch more injury updates, Vucevic's strong start to the season for the Bulls, and I gave a little update on the Blazers draft pick that the Bulls do own. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into today's video, because last night's win versus the Hornets, it was just a good team win, I'd say. The Bulls starters played pretty bad, honestly. Zach and Demar shot really bad. I mean, even though Zach did shoot bad from the field, I'm just happy he did play. You know, this was his first back-to-back game to start this season. I'm going to be talking about him more later in today's video, but nonetheless, this was a very impressive and just a good win that the Bulls just needed to get. The Bulls beat a team that they were expected to beat. You know, this Hornets team was pretty beat up from injuries, but that's no excuse in the NBA. Javonte Green led the Bulls in scoring. I can't believe I said that. Javonte Green came off the bench and, you know, he did Javonte Green things. He was all over the court, getting steals, getting blocks. He had 2 steals and 2 blocks. He also did shoot 7 of 7 from the field, and he had 8 rebounds. Dragic once again came off the bench playing very efficient. He had 16 points in 15 minutes. Dragic's looking like a very underrated signing. And I'm going to be real, the way Dragic has played to start this season has been incredible. You know, he's been pushing the pace, obviously throwing amazing passes, amazing lobs. Dragic has just looked like the veteran point guard that this Bulls team has been missing. Patrick Williams has looked really good these past few games. I really liked what I've seen from him. He's just looked more active. I mean, take away the 10 to 16 points that he's been scoring per game now. He's just been more active on the glass. He's been just more confident in his shot taking, shot making. He's just looked more comfortable in his role and on the floor, and I love to see that. Like I did say, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan did struggle. They were a combined 6 for 27. This Bulls bench pretty much won this Bulls team this game. I mean, the Bulls bench had 49 points. The Bulls are 5-2, and their next up game is at Boston on Friday. This Bulls bench is probably a top 5 bench in the NBA, if not the best bench. This bench has bailed this Bulls team out many times. Zach LaVine's even said that. I just hope this bench continues this level of play, because this bench is going to win a lot of games for this Bulls team for this regular season. And this Bulls team is just really deep. I mean, the Bulls power forward position, sure, you can say they're undersized, but they have a lot of depth there with Patrick Williams finally playing better. You know what you're going to get from Javonte Green. Derrick Jones Jr. has been playing really well in the few minutes that he's been getting here and there. You know, it didn't matter that Zach and DeMar shot bad. Their teammates picked up. The bench played amazing. This was a really good team win. And like I did say, Patrick Williams just looks more aggressive. I don't know what happened. I mean, I think some Bulls fans do tend to forget he missed pretty much all of last season with an injury. He's just looking more aggressive and more confident in these past few games, and that's huge for this Bulls team. When Pat is aggressive and playing like this Bulls team gets much better. You just can't double Zach and DeMar and Vooch. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about last night's win over the Hornets. And the second topic in today's video is a little update on Zach LaVine. Like I did say earlier in today's video, this was Zach LaVine's first back-to-back, and that's huge for Zach LaVine and the Bulls. Obviously, I think we all know how well he did play just the other day versus the Brooklyn Nets. You know, he took over in the fourth and outscored the Brooklyn Nets whole team. And versus the Brooklyn Nets, Zach did play 37 minutes, and now versus the Hornets, he did play 32 minutes. You know, you could probably tell at times Zach LaVine was kind of tired. He just didn't have that lift. I mean, he did shoot 4 of 16 from the field, and at the end of the day, I don't care if Zach LaVine doesn't shoot the basketball that well. Just having him out there makes this Bulls team so much better, and especially everyone around him. I mean, he still did have 10 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. And to keep it short and simple, this is just a good sign. I mean, Billy Donovan did say this doesn't really change the status of him still being managed. The Bulls will continue to make decisions on how Zach LaVine feels on a a day-to-day basis. In my eyes, this is a huge update for Zach, and hopefully this continues to get better with Zach playing more back-to-backs. I mean, it's a smart move by the Bulls and just the Bulls team and front office that they're managing Zach, because this whole offseason he had a rehab from that knee scope. He really didn't work out like he has in past off seasons. So Zach LaVine's still working out, trying to get better and get more in shape for this season. I think we all know how good this Bulls team can be when Zach is healthy, and hopefully when Lonzo does come back. Definitely leave some comments below today's video talking about Zach LaVine playing in his first back-to-back game and just how he's looked to start this NBA season. And the final topic in today's video is about this article that NBC Sports did put out, and they were talking about 7 Bulls predictions for this upcoming season. And Casey Johnson did write this article, and one of the predictions that Casey Johnson did write about was Billy Donovan will sign a contract extension with the Chicago Bulls. And I'm going to be real, I would not be mad. I mean, I know Billy Donovan's definitely gotten some hate for this past season and even the start this season with some questionable lineups, minutes, rotations, and some questionable timeouts. But at the end of the day, I really like Billy Donovan. The Bulls front office believe in Billy Donovan. They're really close. They talk about moves and signings and everything like that. A lot of NBA coaches and front offices are not that close. I mean, I see a lot of hate from Bulls fans on Twitter about Billy Donovan, and I do understand, he definitely deserves some blame for some minutes management, some lineups and everything like that. But at the end of the day, the Bulls front office like him. I know the players like him. Billy Donovan is a really good players coach. I know Zach loves him, and I just know this Bulls team really likes him. And I feel like to start this season, you could see on the floor that Billy Donovan and this Bulls team are just more comfortable, and they're just happy, and they enjoy playing with one another and for one another. So I wouldn't be mad if the Bulls did sign Billy Donovan to an extension. I mean, this is his 3rd year with the Chicago Bulls, and a 3rd year in any contract for any coach or NBA player is a big deal. It would not surprise me if the Bulls and Billy Donovan do come to a contract extension. I honestly expect that, and like I did say, there's a lot of Bulls fans hating on Billy Donovan at times on Twitter, and let's just say the Bulls do fire Billy Donovan. Who would they hire that's better? I don't see any coaches on the market that's better than Billy Donovan, and I don't think that would sit right with the Bulls players. Definitely leave your thoughts and opinions below today's video about Casey Johnson writing this prediction and this article. Also leave some comments below today's video, obviously, about last night's win versus the Hornets, talking about the whole Zach LaVine knee situation and the recent injury updates and kind of injury bug that this Bulls team has been going through. And leave some questions below today's video talking about Patrick Williams' recent play. I think we all know he's been playing better. He looks more comfortable, and he just knows his role on this team. And this is huge for the Bulls, Patrick Williams, and just the future for the Bulls, because Patrick Williams is an X factor for this team for this season, the playoffs, and the future in my eyes. I'm really happy with how he's been looking. Definitely leave some comments below today's video about the Bulls start to this season. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one.